We have two types of control system. One is open loop control system and the other type is closed loop control system. An open loop control system is the one in which the control action is independent of the output, whereas a closed loop control system is the one in which the control action is somehow dependent on the output. An example for both the types of system are shown. If we consider traffic light signals, then it simply provides the signal red, orange or green irrespective of whether there are vehicles on the road or not. But if we talk about missile launching system which continuously tracks the movement of the target and can shift its trajectory if it moves, then obviously there is a circuitry within the missiles which continuously monitors the position of this target and changes its trajectory as and when required. This type of systems are referred as closed loop control system. This is a simple diagram of open loop control system where input is fed to the system, control action is taken which provides the output. Few common examples are TV remote, traffic signal and electric toaster. Few advantages of open loop control system is it is having simple design. These are more economical and there is no stability problem in these systems. However, we have few disadvantages also which are these are inaccurate, unreliable and the effect of parameter variation and external noise is comparatively more. Whereas in closed loop control system, the actual output is measured and a signal corresponding to this measurement is fed back to the input section where it is with the input to obtain the desired output. I have tried to explain it through a very simple example of missile system where you can easily understand if a missile has to hit a target, then it has to continuously monitor its position coordinates, and if it changes, then it also has to change its direction of trajectory. Other common examples are radar tracking system and electric iron. Few advantages are these systems are accurate and reliable. These have reduced effect of parameter variation, reduced effect of nonlinearities, and bandwidth of the feedback can be reduced by using negative feedback. Now the question comes, what is negative feedback? It is very simple. While we are taking or comparing the feedback signal, then how it is being fed back to the comparator determines the type of its feedback, whether it is negative or positive. Few disadvantages are system is quite complex and costly, it sometimes becomes unstable, and the gain of the system reduces with negative feedback. One thing you should keep in mind that feedback is not used for improving stability of the system. It is used for providing accuracy in our output. Now try to answer a very simple question and determine whether this diagram is of an open loop control system or a closed loop control system. This is actually an open loop control system. Keep in mind, in the definition of closed loop control system, it is clearly specified the actual output is measured, but here obviously the actual output is not fed back to the comparator. That is the reason this is not a closed loop control system. If the feedback element comes from the output as shown from the red dashed line, then it would be a closed loop control system. Here, one more point you can establish is that an open loop control system can also have an feedback element like the one which we have seen just now. Remember that control system is not a difficult subject at all. As a matter of fact, if you find any topic difficult, then you should change the teacher. Network theory, control system and signal sense system, these three subjects are not difficult at all. Each and every student should cover at least these three subjects completely. Even if you are being taught by me and if you are not able to get the concept, then it will be considered my fault. If that becomes the case in future, then you should immediately leave my lectures and try to find some other teacher who can clear your concepts. Even though these subjects are not difficult, but the main problem is of a huge number of small solved topics, small points, so many properties. These are the things which students usually find difficult to keep them all together at one place. Furthermore, these subjects are predominantly numerical type subjects, so you should be solving a lot of questions which will ultimately help you to remember different concepts. By practicing so many problems, making proper short notes which covers all the small topics and revising them can only guarantee your good results. Revision is very important, otherwise after 2-3 months probably you may tell that this particular diagram is of a closed loop control system. Be careful, be cautious and be organized in your preparation.